You and Zero, this is your so you guys have 2 joint projects?
We did Kings of the South Part 1.
And Part 2's coming, or is
Part
it out?
2 is coming, yeah.
Okay.
And Part 2 is just like music, like Kings of the South 1, we was in a different mode back then. It was, a lot going on. But Part 2, the fans keep asking because he's the king of the ghetto.
Right.
And I'm the freestyle king. You know what I mean? So, and that's one of the big things, even with my movie I'm working on, it's called King Life.
Mm-hmm.
It's about like people fighting for that one spot. But if you really go back in the days, like it was multiple kings. This king ruled this area and this radius.
Of course.
Right. So we're so competitive in hip hop, and then where we come from, you want to be the number one guy. You know what I mean?
Right.
But you can be the number one guy in your section. You can be. So that's what my movie is about. Like people coming together. Everybody want that number one spot, but hey, we all can be number one.
Do you think Zero gets enough flowers in terms of just like, I feel like somehow like he, obviously being incarcerated during a lot of that era of H-Town, but like in terms of just like his ability as an artist, he's obviously a legend in your city, and I just feel like he never probably got his flowers nationally that he probably deserves.
I don't feel like they play Zero music like they need to.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Unless you go to Houston and they play the...
But they play it, his fan base is crazy,
No,
man.
he's got a crazy fan base for sure.
And I feel like they go see. Mm-hmm. That's why, that was one of the main things why it was so important for me to put Free Him on my cover, because a lot of times, it's a stigma of when you get this major deal, the record label, they change you and, you sell your soul.
Right.
I believe in God, so I'm not gonna compromise my manhood, my integrity, my morals, my principles for no money.
Right.
So that's why all my deals, I was able to do what I wanted to do, even with the G Unit mixtape. She was asking how I get on there. Because when I came to New York, I was saying, if I want to take over New York, I need to rap next to the greats. So I was with Dipset on all the Cam mixtapes, doing records. I'm with G Unit. Buck was already my homie. Who Kid put me on mixtapes and stuff like that. Yep.
I remember all those tapes.
So I had to go in like, I'm gonna show you that there's some people from Houston that don't just rap about popping trunks and candy paint. I rap about that shit as well, but I know how to limit how much I talk about that because I'm thinking worldwide. But back to Zero, I just wanted to go into that G Unit. Yeah. How did I end up on the mixtapes? Because I knew I needed to rap next to the greats and show them that somebody in Texas can rap as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
And so, but yeah, with Zero, man, that dude, bro, when we get in the studio, our vibe is like me and my cousin Big Shasta, me and Big T, rest in peace, Big T. He's the one who sung the hook to Wanna Be a Baller. He died. So those are the 3 people that when I get in the studio, it's like, you know what I mean, magic, you know what I mean? All that, like,
right.
It's, we
effortless,
get it in. And his hooks and the way he constructs his melodies. He was actually the first, rapper really, singing and rapping. You know what I mean?
Shout out to him.